Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Maria and I work under Slim Inspirations for You. So a lot of my recipes are based around healthy eating, how to enjoy food without piling on the calories or the sins or the points depending on which weight loss or weight management program you're on. Today I'm doing some crisps. I've recently really been craving crisps. And I go up and down with it. Sometimes I can leave them, sometimes I can't. But at the moment I'm leaning towards I can't leave them. So I wanted some healthy options, and you can get baked crisps out there, and you can also get the normal ones which are fried. Both are not massively heavy in sins, but heavier in sins than I personally would want on Slim World. And if you're on a calorie controlled diet, you might want to reduce those sins even further. So I thought I'd have a go at making my own, and I have. So if you saw my product review on my mandolin, you'll know I've now got the best gadget in the world to help my crisps happen. So I'm over the moon. So I did one potato, only like a medium, I won't say small, a medium potato, and I made some crisps out of it to show you. One lot was cooked in the oven and one was cooked in my little sort of dry fryer. And I will show you now the difference between the two of them. So I said it's the same potato, exactly the same potato, cut exactly the same. I just split the raw potato in half, put one in the oven, one in the dry fryer, both with butter fry light, and that was it. Okay, so absolutely identical potatoes and anything else I added to it. So there you go, you've got two. So this is your oven baked, and then this is your dry fryer. So from a crunch point of view, can you hear? Okay. Really crunchy. Really nice. Okay. This one. Okay. Okay. Amazing. I personally prefer the dry fried ones. Let me show you closer and then you can see why. Okay, so this is the oven baked ones. Okay, quite dark. And then this is the dry fried ones. So these actually look more like your normal crisps. These took a lot longer to crisp up, and that's why they're darker. It took a long time in the oven to actually get it. Now whether if I put them on a higher shelf that might have been better, I don't know, but if you ask me, that looks more like a proper crisp. The interesting thing about these is when they start to cook in the dry fryer, and I will show you how I do this, they start popping around, so you do get little bits that break off, but I have to say they are both very nice. So let me go now and show you how I made them. Right, so if you remember from my product review, this is my mandolin. I said £12.99 in the video, but it has actually come down to £11 something now, so even better, more of a bargain. Better more than a bargain? That's wrong, isn't it? Even more of a bargain. I'm going to put the blade onto the lowest cutter, because I want these really, really thin, okay? And then just take your potato and just slice away. Just do this. If you can see, it's all coming off. So I'm just going to slice these. Okay, so I've now just done two potatoes, and this mandolin is amazing. Look how thin that is. There's no waste, because it takes it right down to the bottom of the potato. Unlike when I used to cut it in my food processor, I'd end up with chunks that wouldn't go through the slicer. So yeah, absolutely loads there. Now all I'm going to do is going to cover these with some water and leave them to soak for probably an hour is fine. I did leave them overnight last time, just because it was easy. And then I'm going to take them out, and then I'm going to drain them and dry them off with some kitchen towel. Couldn't think what I was going to talk about then. Some kitchen towel, and then I'll show you what I do next. Just want to show you this. I've literally just filled this bowl with water with the potatoes in it, and the reason I'm doing it is I want to get the starch out, and if you can just see already the colour of the water, It's already showing signs of the starch coming out, and that's what you want. It stops the potatoes getting gloopy and sticking together, so that's why you actually soak it, just in case you were wondering why I was leaving it in water for about an hour. Okay, right, so that's been soaking for probably a couple of hours now, and a lot of starch has already started coming out. Excuse the noise in the background, that's hubby mowing the lawn. I could wait until he's finished, but I've got some other things I need to do today, so I wanted to get these done as quick as possible. So all I'm going to do now is drain these through a sieve, and then I've got some kitchen paper here, so I'm going to lay it all on the paper and then dry them off as much as I can. Right, so they're all on my kitchen roll now, so I'm just going to try and dry them as best I can now. Right, once they're dry, you can start building up your flavours if you want to do it beforehand. I'm going to do a balsamic vinegar crisp flavour. So what I've got here is Gift of Oil infused balsamic vinegar, and this is the pomegranate and fig one. And all I'm going to do is pop some of that over my raw potatoes. I'm just going to leave that for a bit, mix it in to make sure all the crisps are well coated, and then just leave that for a bit. Just because you want it all to sort of soak into your potatoes a little bit for you. Okay, so I'm going to pop that to one side for a bit. Right, so for the ones I'm going to do in my air fryer, all I've done is just popped in the crisps, just a small layer of them, and I'm just going to give them a spray with Fry Light, and that's it. And they're going to go in there for about 10 minutes, and I'll show you when they start popping, and you can see how quickly they crisp up. For the ones that are going to go into the oven, I've got a baking tray there with a grease-proof parchment on. You can do it without this, just spray Fry Light on the bottom. I'm literally just going to layer all this up onto here, so they're all flat, and just pop those on. Okay, and then all I'll do again is give these a little Fry Light. This is a butter one. If I had the barbecued beef one, it'd be ideal actually to give the potato chips a flavouring while they're cooking, but I've run out of that unfortunately. And they will go in the oven for about 20 minutes. So I'm going to try these on about 210 and see if they cook a bit quicker without being so dark this time. So I'll come back and show you what happens with these. Right, can you hear that? These are almost ready and popping around inside, so let's open it and see. There we go, look. Oh, look, you can see they're popping around because they're jumping out of the pan. Just give them a bit of a mix so it's it together. And I'm just going to close it again. Can you hear them? It's like popcorn, isn't it? If we check the oven ones, oh, you've just gone a bit misted up. Let me see if I can get you back. Right, there we go. They've been in the same amount of time, so they've been in 4 minutes, and they are still really soggy. So you see what I mean? It does work in the oven, but it just takes a lot longer to do them. So yeah, so I'm just going to put those back in and close them up. So you know, you don't have to have a dry fryer to make them. There you go. Right, so my dry fryer crisps are ready. You can see they are really crispy and they are lovely. So I won't put any seasoning on just yet. I'll show you that later. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to drain the potatoes that I actually soaked in the balsamic vinegar. We'll just cook those off. You can hear the dry fryer going again. I've got another batch going in. Excuse that. That's my my Ring CCTV. As Lola's just walked in front of it. So right, so let's go and drain the balsamic one. Okay, so they have been sitting here for about half an hour, and I've turned them over just to make sure everything is really, really covered. I'm just going to put that into here just to drain it off. Oops. Some that's stuck to the bottom of my bowl. There we go. I'm just going to leave that to drain off for a bit before I start to cook those ones off. So I'll just leave that. Right, so now I'm just going to pop my balsamic ones in. I'm not going to put any oil on them at the moment because I've still got a bit of vinegar on the outside. I'm just going to pop them in for a few minutes and then I'll go back to them and just check on them. Okay, so these are the other ones, and again these are the ones in the dry fryer. As I said, the dry fryer one seems to do a much better job, but if you don't have one, this is okay. Just keep an eye on these though, because the different sizes of potato can cook at different speeds, so you can end up with some still a bit soggy and some burning, so you do need to keep your eye on these more. I'd say hot oven, about 20 minutes for those. These work quicker. So yeah, so all you now need to do is build up your flavourings, and you can do what you like really. This I love, and it's just a peri-peri chicken seasoning. This says Woolworths because it's from South Africa, but you can buy them in the UK shops as well. You can just put salt on it if that's what you really wanted. I've also got this, which is a steak and chops. So this is like a bit like a meaty flavouring. So what I'm probably going to do is the oven baked ones, put a meaty flavouring on, and then my peri-peri will go on the dry fry ones. And it simply could be easy, just pour it on. How much you want on is up to you, and what you just need to make sure you do is you give it all a good mix so that the flavouring covers it all. Okay, and it's as simple as that. And what you then need to do is make sure you keep them crisp, and you could either use these little bags from Tesco's that you can get, or just an airtight container. Now all I need to do is wait for the balsamic vinegar ones, and I can show you those. Right, so these are my balsamic ones, which, as you know, they were a bit more wetter when they went in because of the vinegar, and they've been on for about 5-10 minutes. So I've just separated them with my fingers, and I'm going to pop them in again for another 10 minutes, and listen out for that popping sound again that you get from them that normally just dry pieces of potato. Right, and here's the balsamic ones. So don't be alarmed by the colour. Don't forget these had got the vinegar on them already because they've soaked them for about half an hour, 40 minutes. And all I'm going to do with these, because they taste really quite sweet from the balsamic that I used, because if you remember it was a pomegranate and fig one, I'm just going to add some salt to that. So it's just a bit of sweetness to complement the salt. So I've now got 3 lots of crisps there, which I'm going to enjoy this week. So what do you think? I think they're pretty amazing. The ones in the dry fryer, I have to say, are a lot better than the oven. But if you don't have one, I can't repeat it enough, just do them in the oven, it's fine. They are great for kids to make. Obviously you do the mandolin, guys, not the kids. Because what you can do is you can make the actual crisps for them, and then get them to put their own flavours on. So I've got mine in little plastic pots here. Each one is in different flavours in different pot. Just going to mark that up. Alternatively, if you've got kids who are going to school for their packed lunches or day trips, then these little bags are great as well. So you know, you can do a big pot of it, keep it in an airtight container, and then just take out what you need each day for the kids, or if you want to ration how many they have. The beauty about this is, apart from fry light, there is no oil in these at all, so it is a really healthy way to have a snack. I'm going to be doing these again when we have people around for drinks, because that is when you do nibble, isn't it? Especially if we do ever get any nice sunshine and you know, have a glass of wine and you know, you want to have some little nibbles on the table. This is a perfect treat to put out, and no one's going to really know that actually these are fat-free. Well, okay, they've had fry light, but they've not been cooked in loads and loads of oil. Flavours wise, you can make your own flavours up. You could mix in some garlic salt with maybe some thyme, parsley, paprika, bit of salt, mix it all together. I don't know, what is your favourite crisp flavour? Just experiment. You can put jerk, chicken seasoning on it, anything really. They're just so versatile. From a cost point of view, if you go to the supermarket and you buy a family size bag of crisps, they're about, what, up to £2? I've used 3 potatoes in the ones I showed you originally to what I've just shown you now. So that's 3 potatoes, and I've got a lot of crisps here, guys. I bought a bag of potatoes from Tesco's, £1.40. I have probably still got another 20, no, probably 10, 15 potatoes left there. So, bargain. Absolutely. So if you're looking to save money as well as be healthy and have a tasty snack, these are absolutely perfect. So guys, I hope you liked that. If you did, I hope you subscribe to my channel down here, and was it maybe down here now actually? I might have moved it, but anyway, there will be an emblem with some inspirations on Slimming Inspirations for you, a nice yellow one for you. So click that, it'll take you through to my YouTube channel. Click subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like this, guys, and tell me what your favourite flavour crisp is. And if you've tried these, what you thought of them. And don't forget notifications so you can see what else I've come up with, okay? I am going to do an eggless banana cake, which you're going to want to see that as well. All right, so I will catch you later, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye.